Hey everyone, my name is Mars, like the planet, and this is Housewarmin. I am in Dallas, Texas. Today is Saturday, and I thought it would be so fun to take you guys along and vlog my 48-hour trip to Dallas. So I drove up this morning at about 5 a.m. and I am now here in Dallas. I had to stop at Buc-ee's because you know you have to stop if you are going through Texas. If you are not familiar with Buc-ee's, it is a giant convenience store. It's almost the size of a Walmart or something like that. They have a ton of gas stations, a ton of food, a ton of snacks, a ton of clothing. So you just have to stop and just check it out. It's so busy all the time, but it's really fun and it's just a great little road trip stop. But like I said, I am coming to Dallas just for the weekend. I'm just popping in. We have so much planned for today that I'm going to take you guys along with. My friend has kind of everything planned, but I am going to be trying Ethiopian food later today, so I will definitely bring you along for that. And then I think tomorrow we're going to go to Korean BBQ, which I'm super excited about because that's one of my favorite meals. If you've never tried Korean barbecue, just wait until you see this. I love Korean barbecue. But I will pick back up the vlog when I make it finally to Dallas. Okay everyone, so we just got back to the apartment. We've been going. First we went to a grand opening for a friend of a friend's restaurant called Shoagies. It features Chicago style hoagies. So we went to that. It was super fun. It is a black owned restaurant. I will have every single place that we visited listed down in the description box. And then we just visited 2 different shopping districts. They're really popular here in Dallas. They're very nice. They have a lot of luxury places to shop and they're really cool. They're really family friendly. They have a lot of things to do for kids as well as adults. It is a beautiful day outside. So many people were outside just enjoying the nice weather. It is about 6:30 right now. So at 8 o'clock, we're gonna go eat Ethiopian food, and then I will check back in with you guys after. Hey everyone, good morning. I'm sorry I didn't check back in last night, but we were just enjoying ourselves so much. I definitely will give a review of the Ethiopian food at the end of the video, but right now it is Sunday morning. I have to actually go help my friend get his television, and then we are actually gonna go eat at Korean BBQ. So I love Korean barbecue, so I'm sure it's gonna be so fun. But I will give my final wrap up and final thoughts when I get back home to Louisiana, my final thoughts about the food and everything that we did. So I will see you guys when I get back home. Okay, so I am officially back home in Louisiana. I had a great weekend in Dallas. I am back home with Cole. Come here. I am back home with Cole. He is super excited to have me back. But let's talk about the trip. So like I said, we went to a grand opening of a restaurant called Shoagies. It is a Black-owned Chicago-style hoagie type of restaurant. And I thought it was okay. Hoagies are really not my thing. Please don't shoot me if you're from Chicago, but it's a cold sub type of sandwich. So if that's not your thing, then you know, this may not be the restaurant for you, but it was a really nice grand opening. We actually knew the artist that painted the mural on the wall. And then they had people outside double dutching. They had a DJ. It was really cool and able to support a Black-owned business. So after we left there, we headed to Legacy West, and we don't have anything like this in Baton Rouge. We have something on a smaller scale, but there was just so much to do. There were so many shops. There were so many places to walk around. And then you open this door and there's this huge 3-story indoor area, almost like a bazaar. There were a bunch of different restaurants that you could try and eat. And then there was this entire outdoor area with a stage. There was a musical guest playing, so it could fit a ton of people. Now, I will say that there was always some place to sit, even though it was crowded. It wasn't like we were scrambling around looking for seats. So I really did enjoy that. The place was very clean, even though it was crowded. I know a lot of times when restaurants or places get crowded, trash can kind of back up, bathrooms can kind of get dirty, and it was super clean. I will say that if you are in the area, in the Plano area, then I would definitely check out Legacy West. After that, we drove to a new city in Texas that just got developed called The Colony, and we walked around there. There was a Ferris wheel there, as well as a bunch of stores and restaurants. I actually ended up getting a pretzel from there because I love pretzels. We went into this we went into a sportsman outdoorsy type store called Schweppes? Schwells? I don't remember the name of it. Anyways, but we went into the store and there was a Ferris wheel in there. There was a ton of hunting and outdoor things, as well as a huge life-size display of different animals and mannequins and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. And then after we left there, we went back home, we chilled because we were out all day. And then we went to go eat at Queen of Sheba's Ethiopian restaurant. Now, I will say that the staff there was so nice. It was like eating with your family. They were so welcoming. They were so helpful because a lot of the menu uses Ethiopian words. And so they really help you pronounce it and understand what you're eating. Now, I will say that once again, it was not my favorite. I would say that the meal, as I would call it, was very inoffensive. It is just meat with sides, like rice and vegetables. So I will say that this would be a good option for vegans or vegetarians just because they do have a lot of vegetable options. But it did come on almost like a bread plate of injera. That was the brown bread that was at the bottom of the plate. And then they gave you rolled up pieces of bread or injera that you would take and you would eat it with your hands. So the entire meal is eaten with your hands. I really didn't like the taste of the injera. I like a more yeasty type of bread. This bread was very sour. To me, it really just tasted like sourdough. So I finished my food and I thought it was okay. I don't think I would go back. I don't think I would try Ethiopian food again, but I do think that it was a great experience. And then the next day was Sunday and we went to Korean BBQ. We went to Jen, and it's a really popular place in Carrollton, Texas. And this place, you have to get there early because it was super packed. Now, I was like, who is eating, Korean barbecue at 11 in the morning? But we looked around and it quickly got busy. So I will say that if you're going to this specific restaurant in Dallas, to make sure you get there early. Now, if you are not familiar with Korean barbecue, basically the restaurant provides you an entire menu of uncooked or raw meat that you cook on an open pot in front of you. This is almost like a miniature sized grill. It does get very hot, so you need to be careful if you're going to bring your kids or something like that, but there's not actual like fire coming up or anything like that. It's not like a open flame grill. They do have a stove top. So I really like it just because all of the meats are super flavorful and marinated, and you can keep eating as much as you want. It is all you can eat. You can order, I think, 3 meats at a time, and there was a super big selection from beef to pork to chicken to seafood. We did try almost everything on the menu, and I will say that it was really good. I love getting the chicken because it's so tender. No matter how long you cook it, it still tastes good. I will say that Korean barbecue is great if you're just going on a date night or you have a huge party because they can accommodate all types of party sizes. So I do think it's a great experience and the food is really good. And with that, that was my entire trip to Dallas. Now, this is not going to be my first or last time in Dallas. I just wanted to show you what I was doing and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. I will list all of the places that I went down below if you're interested in visiting them as well when you're in Dallas. But that does it for today's video. I post new videos every single Wednesday, so I will see you guys next week. Bye.